Well, that's a great question. Why do people do it when they believe it's a problem? And I think people think that that's only for people that aren't as smart as me, or it will never happen to me. I wrote a blog about a month ago on this very topic, and like blogs, people can post comments, and somebody replied that, hey, this is only for simple-minded people.
Oh,
well,
man.
the fact is, I know a CEO of a Fortune 500 company that was talking on a cell phone in a hands-free device, and he ran through a red light, and it really got his attention. So I don't think he is exactly a simple-minded person. I think it applies to all of us. And David, one thing that people don't appreciate, they think, well, that this is the problem with trying to drive and hold the cell phone up to your ear. Well, that's only part of it. A real problem is the cognitive distraction associated with it.
Yeah.
So there's a myth out there, and I think that the lawmakers who are coming up with laws to ban handheld devices are missing the point. It's the cognitive distraction that is so much of the problem. It's not just the fact that you've got an appendage up to your ear, it's the fact that your mind is in another place. And that would have been the case with this CEO that I was talking about. He was so engrossed in a conversation that he was not thinking about driving his vehicle.
Well, you mentioned right there, that's one of the things I think that's come back to. You mentioned the cognitive aspect here. There's also other areas that we look at, picking up the phone being the manual and visual. I know in your report there, you have auditory as well. So these are looking at, when we're talking about distracted driving, we're talking about any one of those four areas. Is that true?
It's exactly right. But again, I think the underappreciated risk is in fact the cognitive distraction. We think we can multitask, but the research shows that that's a myth. And oftentimes I will talk to people. I had dinner with somebody a few weeks ago. He was saying that he'd like to return his phone calls as he drives home at night. And I said, well, we don't really think that's a great idea. In fact, I mentioned our safety recommendations in that area. He said, oh, but I use a Bluetooth device. I use a wireless device. And people are missing the whole point about this cognitive distraction.
Well, and as you said, cognitive means if they're on a phone, their mind's elsewhere. They're not focused on the driving.